Well, good morning from Reading West Services. Good morning. Well, it's me, it's Johnny Boy. I'm at Reading West Services. Just stopped now to get a quick coffee. It's, what is it now? It's 5:33. I'm headed up to Watford. Been asked to go and have a look at a decking system, a composite system, and it's failed.
Fancy dress. This party guest has spent a month crafting her.
Well, here we are. It's 6:42. We've made 6:44. Made good time. We've arrived right outside the customer's house. I'm not due to see him till 8 o'clock, but hopefully he'll see me now when he sees somebody parked at the end of his drive. Yeah. Why do I do what I'm doing? Well, the reason I'm doing it is because I want to help people. I want to sort of make sure that they don't make those mistakes again. And certainly I don't do it for any monetization on the YouTube channel. The idea, if it was for the monetization, I'd have some real sort of fancy thumbnail, which I might do one now, because I'm no good at thumbnails. I'm absolutely useless doing that artwork. If anybody wants to help me with that artwork and get those thumbnails out there, just give me a shout. I'll take a picture, send the picture to you, and you can come up with a good thumbnail. No, I'm here to help. I want to lead people in the right direction. I enjoy these days coming up and seeing people, and I get a massive good feel factor about helping people. And certainly with the massive patio fail in Harrow, I think it was, in London, I really felt for that customer. I really did. And the good thing that came from that is that we had such good positive feedback, and hopefully it would have helped people if they're thinking about getting their patio done or any work done with any contractor. It sort of helped them to ensure that they put everything in place and make sure that they ticked all the boxes first. So I'm going to sit here. I might sort of nod off for a minute, but it's quite a nice neighbourhood. So they may see me as, was I going to say stalker? No, as a prowler maybe, sort of sat on the end of the drive. Here we go. I'm just sat here now, and yeah, it's great to be early, but I need a wee and there's nowhere to go. I got to try and find a coffee shop. It's nearly 7 o'clock. You'll be up and about soon. I said I'd be here for 8 o'clock. But I was just thinking, I'm looking around here now, and everybody's curtains are drawn. Everybody's curtains are drawn. Alice and I must be the most earliest risers in the UK, because we're out walking the dogs at 5:45 in the morning. And I don't know. Maybe we're just mad. I'm back. I'm totally bored now. I'm raring to go. I just done a post on Instagram, and it's amazing how quickly people respond. You know, I hashtagged Watford, because I'm up in Watford, and as if I haven't already said it. And I've hashtagged Watford, and already I've had a wedding photographer that's actually seen my post. So the importance of those hashtags. Well, I just met the customer, and he's a real gentleman, and might I add that everything's been done at social distancing as well. Big garden, so we can do it. Let's go have a look.
Sorry, Carl, I could have sworn I heard someone approaching and...
No. Well, just met David, an absolutely gentleman, and as you can see, this is the composite, and this is what it's done, and it's also cracked as well, and that's the trouble. There's a lot of cheap Chinese products on the market. Got cracking down here, some more here, and over here, and it's just not fair when people spend money and it goes wrong. If you look at the steps, this isn't very good. To show that on the edge, you want a proper tread system along here, not just an open edge like that. A lot of places where there's cupping, and on here you can see where it's contracted, different sizes. And the steps, you see where the board's turned up there. You can see the different sizes there. It's definitely contracted and expanded in different places. It's done all sorts of things, and it's just not fair that people spend out money. Maybe it's the product, it's definitely the product in places, but it's a combination of installation as well, I think. This is where the two manholes are, right by the door as well. It's not as if they're in the corner. Well, this is just an overview. So this is where you come down the steps here. They're all loose in places. Don't know what to say really. It's not good. It's a big area, beautiful garden, but dangerous coming down here. Loose boards. Well, an absolute cracking gentleman, and really felt for him. You know, he spent a lot of money on the garden. I think a lot of the installation wasn't bad. It was just bad choices that they done on the steps, because they could have put a bull nose and just made it look a little bit better. And I think it was the product more. You couldn't necessarily blame the contractors so much, but they've disappeared and you can't get hold of them. And it's just the product more than anything, you know. So it's not about slating anybody off. The fact is, the product isn't good. It's done all sorts of things, and I think the installation could have been a little bit better. There's a few changes that I would have done, you know, but we'll see. And we'll do a follow-up with this story, and we're gonna give a price, get the quote done, and then we're going to see where it goes, and then you'll be able to see what happens. I am not going to be putting a thumbnail like massive decking fail on it, because I don't think it was a massive decking fail. I think where the failure was really was that they never come back. That was the failure in bad customer service, I suppose. Well, just stop now, and it's this place called the Bushey Rose Garden. Look at this, absolutely stunning gardens here in wherever I am. Look at it, beautiful. Let's go have a look. Oh, it's great seeing the brick path and the box hedging. Look at it, absolutely stunning. The rose garden, Queen of Sweden. It's got this Taxus Piccata, the U hedge all the way around, and then the euonymus behind. And look at the hellebores over there in the corner. There must be a bit of history about this place. But isn't it great when you can stop off and have a look at these places and just appreciate what's going on? I'm quite sure you would call that in the corner. Well, there you go. Don't say I don't bring you anything of any interest. Okay, they got this feature right at the end, creating a vista right the way down here. This is how steps should be built. Look at those proper flagstones. It's me, I'm shattered. Yeah, the journey was okay. I was up so early, 3:30. I left by 4 o'clock, and yeah, what a cracking guy. Just a nice gentleman, and it's such a shame that he couldn't get hold of the contractors. They disappeared. Couldn't get hold of them to put the job right, and as a result of it, he didn't even know where the product actually come from. There was so much that was ambiguous about the product. He didn't know enough about it, how it should be installed. But the biggest problem was, I think, yeah, the product was cracking and twisting. there's a product fault, no ifs or buts about it. But what stood out the most was that instead of having a specific board with a bull nose on for the tread, like an outer board, like a picture frame board, they had put one of these, the internal boards, and you could see the groove in it, the rebated product part, and it just it didn't look right, and it didn't hold down right, and it just, nothing was right about it. And but it's just a shame that he couldn't get hold of the contractors. And it's so important that you're able to get hold of your contractor, because if you're not, this is the thing that happens, and it's got to be done all over again. So there you go, take note.